Here's my analysis of the Baylor women's basketball game. That's number 24 in the country versus Long Beach State. I want to mention this first of all. No Jana Owens in this game. She had a boot. I'm pretty sure she's going to be back for the TCU game. Asia Blackwell had crunches, but I think that's precautionary. Because what I said yesterday on them being day to day. But Kendra Gillespie played, and Kaylin Bickle played. So, now, the final score was 73-52. Baylor was up 43-32 at half. 20 points in the first quarter, 23 in the second. Long Beach State had 16 apiece in the first and second quarter. But for the rest of the game, Long Beach State only scored 20 points, including 7 points in the third, which they were actually outscoring Baylor at the time, 5 points to 0. But the rest of the quarter, Baylor won that 10-2. Not that way. Granted, Long Beach State made it a little bit more interesting in the fourth, but got a little closer. But then they exploded. So, 20 points to 13. Now, Long Beach State shot the ball 35.2%, 19 for 54 to be exact. 8 for 24 on 3, 6 for 7 on free throws. They got to defend a 3 better in this game. I mean, 23 rebounds, 10 of those offensive, 13 assists, 12 steals, which is way too many to allow, 2 blocks, which I'm going to go over Baylor's numbers in a second besides individual stats. But I tell you something. When you don't get any blocks and they got 2, that hurts. 16 turnovers forced, 19 fouls, and they only had 7 points off the bench. Baylor had 17 off the bench. So the bench and the starters did pretty good. Long Beach State did have 3 double-digit scores, 10 points, 14 points. But they did have like one player with 8. Everyone else had 3 or less. Or 0. Like 3 or, yeah. Baylor, on the other hand, shot 28 for 50, which is 56%. 7 for 18 on threes. 10 for 16 on free throws. The free throws got to improve. I mean, 38 rebounds. 13 of them offensive. 23 assists, which is a lot better than last game. 6 steals, which is not as good as Long Beach State. No blocks. 20 turnovers. That has to be addressed. Part of it's the opponent. But the thing is, you got to take care of the ball. I mean, 10 fouls. That's a lot better. Now, in terms of individual stats, Jamie Asbury had 11 points on 4 for 8, shooting 3 for 7 on threes, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 4 turnovers, so 3 fouls. Sarah Andrews was close to a triple-double in this game. 9 points on 2 for 11 shooting, 1 for 7 on threes, 4 for 6 on free throws, 12 rebounds, 14 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 fouls. Dariana Little-Page Boggs had 8 points on 4 for 6 shooting with 8 rebounds and 1 assist, as well as 3 turnovers and 2 fouls. Bella Fontoura had to step up as a starter. 11 points on 5% shooting, 1 for 2 on threes, 0 for 1 on free throws. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover. Kaylin Bickle led the way and led the entire game for points scored in the game. 17 points, 7 for 8 shooting, 3 for 5 from free throws. Only had 3 rebounds in the game. 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers though, 2 fouls. Kyle Abraham just played 2 minutes, 0 points. She didn't record any stats. Kendra Gillespie played 16 minutes, 7 points on 3 for 6 shooting, 1 for 2 on free throws, 3 rebounds. Kyrie Ferrer had 4 points on 1 for 2 shooting, 2 for 2 on free throws, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers though. Jen Van Geinbeek had 6 points on 2 for 2 shooting, 2 for 2. Which both were threes. 1 rebound, 1 steal, 4 turnovers. She's got to work on that. And 1 foul. So, going forward, Long Beach State has the following opponents. UC San Diego, that's 3-7. So they should win that. They should bounce back. Then they got like UC Riverside, that's 2-7. That's on the road. Two, they should win that game. To me, they should. They are a scary team. Then they play Cal, CSU Northridge, not Cal, CSU Northridge. They got UC Irvine, and then that's 7-3, and then Cal Poly, that's 3-5. They should win at least the next 4 out of 5. And keep in mind, they pushed Arizona, though they lost by 22, but that's besides the point. I mean, now and they lost by 6 against Southern Miss too. So both teams were coming off of losses. Now for Baylor's side of things, they host TCU. They're 6-5. They should win that game, but the next two are tough. Number 23 Oklahoma on the road. Number 20 Kansas on the road. They have 10-2 Oklahoma State, which you never know about their strength of schedule. That's the thing. At West Virginia, that's 9-2. So, granted, these rankings could be changed because of upsets happening. And I expect Baylor to move up now because Arkansas lost twice this week. They have to move them out and put Baylor back. Move them up higher, at least by at least one spot, or 2, or even 3. It just also depends on the other teams in front. I know, but that's for a different topic on a different day. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys there. Let's get into 500 subscribers now. We're on the road to it. Let's go.